Hey there, guys. It's Mia here. I am so excited. I'm so excited to be here on this live training tonight. I'm going to teach very simply. You are just too smart too. And I can tell you that what I'm going to share with you, I've got 7 simple points. It's going to shake your shoulders a little bit. My only goal is to support you with understanding that you're enough, what you know, of the education that you already have, the background, the experience, your intellect, the things that you've overcome are enough for you to be able to stand on. And as a result of that, to be able to launch this business in a profitable way that will change not only your life, but also the people that matter the most to you. I'm Mia Redrick. I am the mom strategist. I'm a business and life coach. I got started in my company about 17 years ago, simply making the decision to go to work as myself. And I wanted to figure out how to take my knowledge and how to package my background as a corporate trainer and my systems and motherhood into my very own business. And I had no idea how to do this. And so I knew I needed some help. So I went to a small business resource center in my town, and I was told that my idea of mom coaching did not make any sense, that it was not monetizable, that no one would ever pay me to do what I've done today. Fast forward, I've had the opportunity to coach thousands of women literally all around the world as the mom strategist, and I've been able to support them with knowing that their ideas, their experience, their intellect, it has value, properly packaged. And I've been able to show them step by step exactly what I've been able to do to build an amazing business from the comfort of my home, a business that is time rich, that's based on a model of ease and grace, not hustle and grind. And many of the women that I work with have been able to quit their jobs. Many of them have been able to go from a model of trading time for dollars to understanding how to properly package and sell their intellect at the highest level. Many of them have had 6-figure years. Many of them have had 6-figure months or more. It all matters. It all depends on what their goals are, right? And how they work it. I just remember thinking to myself when I got started, didn't know there's never any promise when you get started if something's going to work or not. I just had the feeling that I could create results for people because I was already doing it informally in my life. And maybe you can relate to this. Like, I would go to mom group, moms would always ask me about my systems and motherhood just naturally. And I knew there was something distinct that I did in the process that really changed my life and allowed me to show up differently. And the moment that I began to package my knowledge at the highest level and systematize it, everything changed in my business. I went from being this person that people would just ask me things to being a person that can monetize the ask. And what about you? That's what I'm going to talk about today. You are just too smart. Okay. And I know that this is really going to support you in thinking outside of the box. Thank you so much for the like. I appreciate it. You're going to think outside of the box as a result of being here tonight. And that's my only goal. I would say one of the greatest things as a result of growing this business that's happened to me is that I've been a full-time entrepreneur, my husband and I both, for over a decade. And my children are now 15, 19, and 22 years old. And they have never seen their mom or dad ever work a job. And so one of the things that I teach my clients is that when you get free, you want to stay free. And that's why I don't teach any hustle and grind models to them. I show them exactly what I've been able to do to build a solid, sustainable business from the comfort of my home that is time rich. So if you're ready, then let me know that you're ready and say, "Me, I'm ready." And we'll jump in. If you're watching a replay, I want you to write here, "I'm ready" also, because I think you have to be ready to receive a powerful message. And this is exactly that. Hey there, Elaine. Yes, I've said that right. I'm too smart. Just too smart, Elaine. You are. And when I break this down tonight, this is really going to seal it for you. It's really going to support you and it's going to shift you. And I'm going to shake your shoulders a little bit, Terry, but I want you to create amazing results. Hey, Ange, you're loving the model, right? Loving it. Awesome. I love that, Ange. All right. And I'll tell you guys something, personal story. My husband developed kidney disease about 10 years ago and went on dialysis. It was a really scary time for us because it was scary. Okay. And dialysis is 3 hours a day, 3 days a week. My kids were really young at the time. My oldest was 11. My daughter was 8 and my youngest was 5. And one of the things that I never regretted was the fact that I was not codependent on my husband's income. And because of that, I could stand in the gap for my family. And I could be the wife that could be there and allow him to heal the way he needed to because he didn't have to go right back to running his company. So, the deal is that so many of us are codependent either on our jobs or on our spouse's income that we can't stand in the gap if our family needs us. And so one of the reasons that I come on these lives and I speak truth to you guys is because from my heart, I know firsthand that being able to make that kind of difference for your family is likely what you desire. And it is the truest and most ultimate financial security. It gives you a peace that passes all understanding. My husband did get a kidney transplant, and he's doing amazingly well. Hey there, Audra. And he's doing amazingly well. But I want you to understand that I'm gonna lead tonight. I'm gonna share with you that you're just too smart too. So you guys are ready, and I'm ready. So let's just jump in. You are number one. You are just too smart to work as hard as you do. Okay. I'm going to say it again. You are just too smart to be working this hard. And the reason that you're working this hard is because of fear. Let's be clear. Okay. Because you know that the way that you're working isn't sustainable. And you also know that because of the way that you're working, that you're not showing up in other areas of your life that you desire. Likely even as a mom, if you're looking at what's going on right now, maybe your kids are being doing virtual learning and you're working and you can't show up in the way that you need to or would prefer to for them. Or maybe it's just that your job has become your priority and that was never your intention when you said yes, right, to your career. You're working so hard that dating your spouse is something that is a foreign, it's a foreign concept to you. You're working so hard that you and witnessing, living your own self-care, being a part of your life, your world, it's just not, it's something that escapes you. And so I want to talk about it because you're just too smart. And you know that this life is not sustainable. And you know that there is not a price that can be paid for your health. There's not a salary that's high enough for you to be disconnected from yourself such that you think about how you feel in your body. You look at what's going on in your life. You look at your relationship with the people, the most intimate relationships ever. I told you I was going to call this out. You are too smart to believe that the only way for you to generate income right now, okay, is the way that you are right now. So whether you are working, in corporate in some way, or whether you are operating via billable hours in some way, and you're a high paid individual, right? But you understand, like, you're trading time for dollars. You're way too smart for that. Okay. Or whether you're running your company and you built a business and you built it like a job, you're too smart for this. All right. And I want you to know this, that there are models. There are different models that you can leverage your intellect. And maybe you haven't had a circle of people who have talked to you about how to do this, or maybe you've not had mentorship or coaches, or you've not seen examples of people who are living a time rich life. But I want you to know that it does exist. Okay. And it sounds foreign until you have an opportunity to see it. That was my experience. The very first person that I decided to work with, my coach, modeled for me what that looked like. I had never met anyone who was able to generate significant income. And at that time, she was just making maybe $1 or $2 million a year. And she was working from the comfort of her home or living around the world, but she had freedom, time freedom, and she wasn't a slave to her work. And I knew that I needed to build something different for myself. And I decided to build a business around my life. Now, today, I work about 34 hours a month servicing my clients, and I love what I do. And that was a dream for me, to build a business, not just trading time for dollars, but to build a business leveraging my knowledge, understanding that properly packaging my intellect, that I could deliver services to people around the world that would be transformational. Is this making sense? Are you understanding what I'm saying? And so I want you to think differently. We're going to have an elevated conversation this evening. I want you to know that you are way too smart to be working the way that you are. And that maybe you are afraid because of the comfort and the security of that paycheck, right? Of the salary, if you will. But if you add up all the hours that you're putting in, you understand what you're really making. But even more importantly, if you look at what it's costing you in your life, the fact that you can't show up for the things that matter most in your life, that actually your work is the most expensive thing in your life right now, and that it's time to change that. And I would be remiss if I didn't say to you, there's another way. You can leverage your knowledge, you can package your thoughts. You're into high ticket offerings as a consultant, as a coach, licensing, trainer, right? There are many different ways to take what you know and to sell what you know, your experience, your background, your gifts. And maybe no one's told you this, but I'm telling you right now, so you've heard it here. Number two, you're just too smart. You're just too smart to be fooled, okay, by flash cash and easy strategies of making money. And so maybe you've been this person that you're like, I know I need to do something different. And you've taken those initial steps to be able to launch. And nothing's happened because what you've been told is more of a model, more of the same things, do working hard or hustle and grind. And that isn't the way to do it. That's not the way to get free. When I got free, meaning I wanted to replace and 10 times my income and then some. When I got free, I wanted to stay free. And maybe that's where you are also. You want to build a business that's a solid business. So I want to tell you one of the things that you're going to have to lose. You're going to have to lose this mindset that the belief that in order for you to get yourself free, that it's going to be more work, that you're going to have to work twice as hard, that you're going to have to hustle and grind. Now, will it take work? Yes. Will it take implementation? Yes. Will it take consistency and persistency? Yes. But imagine now being able to do something that you absolutely love to do that comes a lot easier to you because it is what your natural talents and gifts are. And it is what you've been given away likely for free or not knowing exactly how to value it. And as a result of not knowing that, you've not been able to be able to stand in your value and make this a profitable business. Sometimes the reason that people are attracted to messages that say get rich quick is just because we know we need a change, but we just don't know that there's anything that is real. I think the question that we all have when we're looking to invest with coaches, teachers, mentors, trainers in programs is, will this work for me? Okay, is this real? Okay, you know what I'm saying? And is there proof? And I'm going to give you a secret right now that if someone is your coach, your teacher, your mentor, your trainer, one of the things that I've learned over the years is my own litmus test as to whether or not it's real, is that if someone is able to create significant results, the results that they claim, there should be evidence, right? There should be evidence, and likely that evidence would be old, yes, definitely seasoned evidence, but it also would be new. It would be frequent. It would be ongoing, and it would be verifiable. And so, before you sign up for your next whatever it is, flash cash, whatever it is, something that promises you hope, and in opposed to a real solution to your problem, why don't you check to make sure that that's real? Okay. If someone told me that they're going to help me get free, I want to meet somebody that is free. If someone told me that their clients are selling high ticket programs, I want to meet those individuals. There should be proof. I want to see something from those individuals. And unfortunately, a lot of the people that are selling you opportunities to be able to create wealth, well, what they're actually selling you is hope. They're not actually selling you a solution. And there is a difference. So you're just too smart to be fooled by these flash cash strategies. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to see even more of it happening, over the next couple of weeks, because people are just trying to sell you based on your fears. They know that you're desperate to change your situation and that likely you don't know how to change and get the information that you need. But I'm going to tell you, always look for proof. If someone creates results, then they have evidence that they've created results, right? That's what I always do. Number three, you're just too smart to undersell your knowledge. You're too smart. And so maybe the reason that you couldn't get free, or you haven't felt like the business is stable enough, or you've doubted yourself in terms of moving forward, is because you've been told to undervalue what you're doing, sell your knowledge for low ticket, something under $2,500. Okay. Maybe that's part of what's in the way. You've been selling what you have for 27 bucks as an ebook, a PDF, or, you've been selling something for $97, or you've been selling a course for $1,000, $1,500, some of your best work, some of your life's work. And as a result of undervaluing what you know, your life's work, your background, your gifts, your talents, and your skills, you can't quite hit that number that you want, 6 figures or more, 6 figure months, whatever that looks like, because you've been underselling your knowledge. There's something really amazing about understanding the value of that which you create, and being able in your marketing to communicate that value to other people who are looking for the solutions that you know how to provide. And I will tell you that it doesn't come by accident. The reason people undersell is because they don't have the right step-by-step information on how to value what they're doing. Just today, I was doing a live, some of you guys heard this, but just today in my community, one of my private communities, I was doing a live, I was working out, doing a live, and one of my clients who came to my conference just 8 weeks ago popped in. She had a pitch yesterday. She just closed the very first deal for between 75 and $85,000. Why is that? I said, have you ever done this before? She said, no, I've never done this before. Was she fully capable? Yeah, she was fully capable. Why did she not do it before? She hadn't done it before because she didn't have the step-by-step. She had the knowledge, the background, the skill, and the expertise, but that's not enough. And you're way too smart to try to do these things on your own. It's the thing that's slowing everything down for you. I have tons of clients who in a relatively short period of time learn step-by-step how to package their knowledge as a premium service, how to sell it, right? And how to properly value it. And it's a game changer for them. Overnight, they learn that, they don't have to sell what they have for $100 a client. They don't have to trade time for dollars, which is what people tell you to do. They don't have to do a million launches every single month in order for them to be able to hit their goals. They understand they don't have to sell things for 27 bucks on some ascension ladder to $97 to $300 or $500. It's exhausting. Who wants to do that? Who wants to live like that? It's not sustainable. It's not what I teach. And so just maybe in hearing what I'm saying today, this really supports you. If you're getting value, I want you to write, I am getting value today. If you're just joining me, I'm talking about you're way too smart. Like, you're way too smart to be running your business this way. And that is, number one, to work as hard as you do. And for those of you who are working too hard, maybe in your business with the wrong models, I'm talking to you. And for those of you who are working in corporate, working in your business, working for someone else's business, and you're overworked, there's an easier way. Okay. Number two, you're way too smart to be fooled by these flash cash strategies. You can do better. Okay. And you have a responsibility to be discerning for yourself, to make premium investments in yourself at the highest level. And this notion of you looking for an easy way to generate income, maybe that's the issue. Maybe you've not asked for proof, because sometimes when you buy low ticket things, you've bought it because it's $49 and it's an investment you can walk away from, but it was never created to create the result for you. Okay. It's the reason I don't sell low ticket things. Number three, you are way too smart to undersell your knowledge. And if your goal is to get yourself free and you don't know how to properly package and value that which you do, that it makes it really difficult to get free and to stay free. And just maybe that is one of the things that's in the way. Number four, thank you. Ann says getting value. And Madison says getting value always. Number four, you are way too smart to not invest in a full solution. Yep, I'm going to go there. Okay. Let me tell you something, that when you're making an investment in yourself, this idea of you patching together these solutions all over the place is part of what's in the way. One of the things that you need in order for you to hit your goals is a full solution. And likely that's going to be a bigger investment for you, but it's going to have everything that you need in one place. And maybe, just maybe, you'll finally get the accountability. You'll get the community. You'll get the full solution on how to package what you're doing at the highest level, how to price what you're doing, how to finally position yourself in your marketing so that you can attract the right audience, how to vet and find buyers, how to build out your sales process. Maybe you need all of those things, maybe how to market on Facebook or other ways, right? Through organic traffic methods. Maybe the thing that's gotten in the way is that you're trying to patch together all these different things instead of investing in the full solution. And I will tell you, too smart not to do that. And if I look at all the investments that I've made in myself over the years, I've just never invested in band-aids. I've always invested in the exact thing that I need to get the result. And I will tell you that it's time for you to do things differently if you want to create different results. Number 5, this is going to be touchy. You are way too smart to hide behind your husband as an excuse. You're way too smart for that. I've been married for 25 years, and this notion that you can't say yes to yourself without consulting the person that you've been married to, that you can't grow yourself and grow your life without your husband's approval is why, okay? Why is that your method for you moving forward? I'm not talking about not being consultative. I certainly am with my husband over the years. I've made significant investments in myself, but I've never asked permission for me to grow my life. I know what I need. And if I went to my husband and said, babe, do you think I need a personal trainer? The first thing he would ask me is, do you think you need a personal trainer? And this notion that I know a lot, look, I already know this is going to step on toes. This idea that, no, we make decisions collectively. Okay, all right. But I want you to know it's an excuse. The moment that you decide that this is what you must have, and you advocate in that way, Audrey writes, a man is not a plan, and your job is not a plan. And this is the thing. It's that so many women build their business and life in a way that's codependent. And I mean no disrespect at all. I have an amazing marriage and an amazing man, but I'm independent, okay? And he's independent. And I can make my decisions about the kind of growth that I want to have, the things that are going to make me better, because it allows me to add value to my family. And for those of you who are not having that conversation, the question is, why are you not having that conversation? I'm just asking you. And why is it that when you need to say yes to yourself, in your mindset, you use your husband as an excuse before you can say yes? Okay. And if you're that person that whenever it's time for you to say yes, and you are reaching out to people to pursue services, knowing you can't make a decision, bring your man with you. Bring the person that can say yes for you. Make sure he's present. Okay. I'm just being real with this. All right. Because this notion that you have to use your husband as a shield or an excuse is the very thing that will prevent you from being there for him if he ever needed you. Okay. Take a stand. Number 6. You're just too smart to work with the wrong audience. You're too smart for this. And I'm going to tell you why you're working with the wrong audience. You're working with the wrong audience because you are undervaluing your services. It's fact. And so I know you've been told more the better. But what if I told you that that's not true? It's not true. You don't need a lot of clients. What if you gave a small number of clients everything that you had? Okay. What if you knew how to package what you're doing at the highest level? Maybe you don't even need a lot of clients. What if you wanted to just hit 6 figures in a year, and you said you had a $10,000 package? You only need 10 clients. Okay. What if that package was $20,000? You have 5 clients. Could you give those clients everything? You bet. Okay. So, if you work with the wrong audience, a lot of times that audience never gets the primary result that you desire for them to get, because they were the wrong audience. And one of the things that I show my clients how to do is how to market to the right audience the first time. I've been pretty amazing at attracting women who are action takers, go-getters. They help one another at a high level. They are smart, they're sharp, they believe in self-investment. They proactively seek the resources that they desire. They don't use their partners as shields, right? When making their decisions, they're independent, not codependent. Very important in running a great and amazing business. So, what if you knew how to attract a new audience? What if you understood better how to package what you're doing in a different way that would be the full solution for the people who really need you, the problems you know how to solve? Maybe the thing that's getting in the way is the fact that you've never learned how to do that. I'm just breaking this down. Audra writes, "This has changed my life. Know your avatar and study their behavior. So true. You will attract them because you know who they are." I'm a living witness to this, Mia. Listen to Mia. You're not for everybody. She writes, "I'm not for everybody." No, no. And you know personally, you sell very much high ticket products, right? Just last week, closed $19,000 in new business in your company. And the deal is that maybe you're working with the wrong audience. And sometimes we work with the wrong audience because of our own esteem. We think that, working with an audience that we shouldn't be working with, well, you shouldn't be working with them, right? They're just a headache. Like you're thinking about it, it's just a headache. It's just not even the group of people you should be working with. You, okay? Because you're just too smart, all right? But you just don't know how to undo what you've done. There's different ways to be able to market. There are different ways to be able to reach your audience. Okay. And I will tell you, it has nothing to do with trying to take somebody's client or believing their scarcity as it relates to what's available for you to market. There are people who want you right now because you're you. Okay. Period. And the market is not saturated. No, not at all. Okay. Those are limiting beliefs. You're just too smart too. This is the last one, number 7. Okay, I gotta understand my handwriting. You're just too smart to be the most successful. I don't know what this last word was. Successful. I don't know what this is. So I don't know what I wrote. So I can't tell you what it is. So let me just look at it again. You are just too smart to be the most successful in your circle. So what I mean by that is that sometimes we don't grow because of the circle that we're in. We're in a circle with people who aren't giant. They're not our own ambition level and above. And maybe it makes your ego feel good to be the smartest person in the room. But the truth of the matter is, the growth happens by you being around people who are doing things and accomplishing things and speaking a language that you do not speak, that you benefit directly from. You're just too smart, right, to be associating at your ambition level and below. Okay. So if that's you, it's likely one of the reasons why you're not growing, right? Because you are the smartest person in your network. And it's very important to be around other people who can grow you by association. I always tell my clients that if you hang out with people who are smarter than you, just by association, they grow your comprehension by 30%. Ask yourself right now, like, who are you hanging with, right? Who are you learning from? What kind of elevated conversations are you having frequently? And I hope that you're in association, direct association with people your own ambition level and above. Madison writes, get in a room where the conversation is elevated and it lifts you higher, always. Right. And, but a lot of times they don't realize that association is the books that you read, the things you see on TV, the things you listen to on the radio, and the friends you have. That's your dominant association. So think about, what are you doing on a consistent basis to elevate you to your next level? So that's what I wanted to share with you tonight. You are just too smart to work as hard as you do, to be fooled by flash cash and easy ways to make money, to undersell your knowledge, to not invest in a full solution. Come on, it's not worked. Look at it. All the things you bought and they're band-aids. Invest in the full solution. To hide behind your husband as an excuse, not invest in yourself. To work with the wrong audience. It didn't work. It doesn't work. You're not enjoying it. It's time to change that. And to be the smartest person, the most successful person in your network. You're too smart for that. You got to get around other people, your own ambition level and above. So That's what I have for you tonight. I'd love to hear any ahas or takeaways that you have gotten tonight as a result of being here. I appreciate you for being here. You could have been anywhere. I want to extend an opportunity for each of you to learn how to package what you know at the highest level. I've got a conference coming up December 7th through 11th called the Giant Experience Conference. It's an amazing 7-day event that will teach you how to package what you know at the highest level, how to position yourself in the marketplace as the obvious choice, how to find buyers, how to price and value your services, and how to connect with women your own ambition level and above. So if you're that person you've been saying, that's what I'm looking for to meet people my own ambition level and above, this event is definitely something that would be for you. But it's not for you if you want to keep doing these things. It is only for you if you are investment minded, right? And you're looking for a way, a step by step way to be able to take your knowledge and to have a system over the course of 5 days to package it at the highest level. And you can believe that for yourself. Maybe you can't believe it for yourself, but maybe um, it's something that you desire, and that if you saw other women that achieved that exact result, it would inspire you to know that it's real. And so I encourage you to lean into the event, click on the link that I provided, check out the proof that I provided you as well, so that you can read the testimonial page and see for yourself, hear for yourself the kind of significant results the women I work with create. Can I guarantee that those will be your results? I can't. I don't know what kind of work you're going to do, but I can tell you that the guarantee for the event, you can't lose. It's $1,000 roughly, 997. And if you go to a conference, you do all the work, you watch all the training, you do all the work, and you feel like it had no value, I'll give you all your money back. So you can't lose. So now you can't even say money's in the way, right? You just have to make that decision. So are there any ahas or takeaways from tonight's live training? I'm so excited to have been here tonight to be able to support you and understanding you're just too smart. The new year is coming. Okay. Your new year starts today. Okay. And it's important to do things differently. And sometimes we have to look at the things that we're doing that haven't worked that maybe we know, but no one's talking to us about. And I wanted to have that significant conversation with you this evening because I know that that conversation is really important in order for you to change your results on the other side. Okay. Madison says, I'm too smart for any limiting beliefs. Any limiting beliefs, any toxic conversations that teach you that hustle and grind. If you're not hustling, you're not grinding, then you're not going to make it. Any conversations that tell you that you have to dominate someone else in order for you to win. You don't need to dominate anybody. Life is not scarce. Okay. It's super abundant. Okay. And so lean into love and light because it's abundant, and make sure that as you grow and run your business and your company, that you always surround it with what is true, right? Love, there's an abundance of, and light there is too. So surround what you do with that and understand that there is more than enough room for you to do what it is that you do. All right, 100%. Thank you, Latrivia. I'm so glad you're here. You did an amazing job tonight breaking down your process in just 3 weeks, right? Just figuring it out and leaning into it, right? And you came to the conference just a couple weeks ago, just 3 weeks ago, and now you're building out your proprietary system, right? Did you think that that would happen so quickly? No. Okay. So it's pretty amazing, watching people step into it, really owning the highest versions of themselves. But you have to say yes. Any other ahas or takeaways? She writes, "Oh, thank you, all because of you, all because you did the work." That's the reality, is that you can have the best teachers or mentors, but you have to ultimately implement. And that's what allows us to create and affect change in our life. So this was a tough live tonight. And I just wanted to shake your shoulders because I know you can do it. Yeah. She says, you are teaching me so much. Yeah. You're listening and doing the work. So it's just an honor to be able to work with students like that. So any other ahas or takeaways before I sign off? I want to thank you for being here. And you could have been anywhere but you're here tonight and you're here for a reason. So you need to ask yourself, check out the link, okay? And grab your seat. And if we can answer any questions for you, you can always post in the inbox and someone will get right back to you about the event if you have questions. It's pretty straightforward. My client said that I could have easily charged $2,500 for this particular training, and $997 is a steal. And I'm not even sure how long it will be there at that price. It was at $797 6 weeks ago, and we increased the price. And I think if we do it again, that the price will be more. So you guys hear me all the time. So I love you. Have a great and amazing day. Okay. Make sure you're taking care of yourselves. I love you. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.